Every life carries a blueprint. Well, I'm not talking about the one which is written on a paper, rather, I'm talking about the one which is slowly shaped over time. Well, this could be the experiences which we carry, or it could be the movements that transform us, or this could be the small decisions which we take in our day to day life, which slowly defines who we become. The Living Blueprint is also a podcast where we listen to these kind of journeys and also learn from the people who have lived it. Namaste, welcome back to yet another episode of the Living Blueprint. Well, I believe lot many of your friends are coming new here. So for them to introduce, my name is Jayita Ghosh and I'm the host for the day. And this show is brought to you by Jayita Strategia. And this show of the Living Blueprint is actually, that sometimes the word blueprint itself is like something which you talk about diaries, you talk about rules, you talk about regulations. We thought, why not make a blueprint, that a living blueprint, the name was suggested, that you can refer to and reflect upon whenever you're planning an itinerary, or maybe you're planning, you're trying to understand a place or maybe a person, and also get inspiration from that. So these days we are actually talking and understanding a country through the lens of a consul general. And today we are reflecting to one such country, a very beautiful one, where how should I start this country's introduction? Well, in our childhood, we all have thought this and have listened to a lot many times that there was a princess who lived in a castle, isn't it? Well, this country has many castles. And also, interestingly, they also have a small narrow lane which also has a traffic signal, and the traffic signal shows you that should you cross the road or you shouldn't not. I mean, such an amazing fact, isn't it? The sugar cube which we use in our tea, coffee is actually introduced in that country. And of course, 2026 is all about AI fantasies. I mean, AI has been exceptionally helping us out. But do you know that in 19th century, the term robot was coined in that country? Many amazing facts, isn't it? So let's deep down in the, dive into this conversation. But before that, I want, it is a great honor for us to have with us the Consul General of the country, Czech Republic. So, well, what should I say about her? Well, she has 30 years of glorious, distinguished diplomatic services, and her entire journey has been paved. She has shaped through law, through culture exchange, through international coordination, and of course, through business acumen. I mean, right now, she is in the position of and serving as the Consul General of Czech Republic, but she is playing a very significant role for shaping the dynamic and evolving relationship between Czechia and India. Well, by defostering the process through through education, through law, through business, through culture, and through people to people engagement. So without any further ado, let me welcome, it's a great honor to have with us none other than the Consul General of Czech Republic, Ms. Kateřina Vovková. Dobry den, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming to our podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jayita. I'm honored to be here and tell you a little bit more about Czechia, about my journey in diplomacy, and share a little bit of this and that things which you may not know, which
of course.
Indians may not know, which
Definitely.
even some Czechs may not know.
Oh, okay,
But
nice.
let's see where
Surely,
this will lead
yes,
us.
definitely. Ma'am, to start off with Mumbai, I mean, this city has been non-stop. I mean, this is known as the city of destiny as it's known in the country. So this city never sleeps, this city keeps running. So now, do you have any memory in Mumbai after coming here, which reminds you of your hometown?
Well, I have many memories. Every day is a memory, let me tell you that. But I would like to start a few years back when I came to India 1st. I came to Delhi in 2007 and spent 4 years working at the embassy as the head of the visa and consular section. And that was my real relationship with India when I saw all the colors, all the vibrancy, people.
Mm-hmm.
I was overwhelmed.
Right.
And people told me, you either love India or you hate India. There is nothing in between.
Correct.
And I must say, luckily, I am in the first category.
Right.
So, and that is the reason why I decided to come to Mumbai
Mm-hmm.
15 years later.
Mm-hmm.
And I came with a very difficult task. I
Right.
came to establish new Consulate General in Mumbai.
Correct. Correct.
We used to have one,
Yes.
but we closed 2010. And
Right.
for 15 years, there was no consulate in Mumbai, which is a pity. And
Mhm.
I'm glad that now I can say we are here.
Right. Of
And
course.
we want to start new era
Of course. Of course.
with relationship Czech
Right.
Republic, India.
Right. No, ma'am, it sounds very fabulous. And the best part, because, I always admire when there is a woman who is, in a very beautiful position. And it is an admiration for you also that after 15 years, Czech Republic Consulate has been established once again in India, in Mumbai, and you are here. And a woman is, is the Consul General. So that itself gives a kind of a pride just out of my woman thing. I'm just talking about it. But well, ma'am, Czech Republic, I believe most of us, think whenever we talk about Czech Republic, the first word which might come to our mind is Prague. I mean, there might be people who are not very, they don't know where Czech Republic is, but they definitely know where is Prague is. So if that is not, in the postcard image, then where would you take us first if people forget about Prague?
Well, if we forget about Prague, which is quite difficult, theoretically,
Right.
we can, or I can take people to Moravia,
Mm-hmm.
South Moravia
Mhm.
specifically. I used to study in Moravia, in city of Brno, second largest in
Okay.
the Czech Republic.
Okay.
And Moravia is surrounded by vineyards.
Right.
And you can do the tours, you can do the wine tasting, you can spend 2 days in a wine cellar,
Mm-hmm.
you can do the food pairing, and wine is a culture in its own way.
Right, right.
So Moravia it would be, and then of course I would recommend to relax a little bit after a little bit of drinking of wine,
Right.
and I would take tourists to spas.
Okay, yes.
You
of course.
mentioned we are a country of castles.
Yes.
Sure, but we are also a country of spas.
Yes.
You
yes.
can relax.
Right.
There is a certain similarity between Czechia and India.
Yes,
You
yes.
have certain
have
resorts,
Ayurveda, yeah.
Ayurveda,
Yes.
and we have spas.
And to mention that, ma'am, I read somewhere that, there's a different spa. Like normally people use beer to drink, but you also use beer to, kind of engaging. I mean, you can always dip into beer, relax yourself. That is a one kind of a spa. So that is very interesting. I mean,
Yes.
I don't think any country does that.
I am.
I never
I am
heard
not
of it.
really sure, but yes, it's called
Yes.
beer spa,
Correct.
and you can really relax in a bathtub full of beer.
Right.
So you can sip a little bit here and there,
Hmm.
and you can relax. So
That is.
the most famous one is Karlovy Vary
Mm-hmm.
and the Mariánské Lázně. So these two cities I would definitely recommend to visit.
Okay, nice, nice. And ma'am, I mean, Czech Republic is known as the heart of Europe, in a way. I mean, so if if you could tell us, audience, that what exactly it is. I mean, is it the geography, or maybe the design, or maybe the buildings? What exactly, what feels like that is the heart of Europe?
Well, literally it is heart of Europe. We are
Right.
centrally located,
Right.
which is the beauty of Czechia, beauty of Prague. Because if tourists come, they can do the sightseeing
Right.
in Prague and
Right.
other cities.
Right.
And after that, they can easily connect with
Correct.
any other European city,
Correct.
and they can be there in 1 hour. So this is a great advantage, and this is what we recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Prague,
Mhm.
come to Czechia.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing Prague, Czechia, you travel further,
Agreed.
and you are
agreed.
there in 1 hour.
Agreed. And if you're mentioning about the transport system, I believe the transport system is quite feasible, because I heard that it is what in Indian rupees it is around 10,000 or something for an entire year they can easily use? I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I do when I'm
yeah,
in Prague. I
right,
always buy 1 year ticket,
right.
1 year pass.
Correct. You have a
And
1 year
I pay,
pass.
I pay 3,500
Yes,
60 crowns, which
correct.
is around
Approximate
12,000
12,000 Indian
Indian
rupees.
rupees for the whole year,
Yeah.
unlimited, any
Wow.
transport.
Definitely.
Metro, buses, trains.
I think India will also soon become, because with this fascinating metros and everywhere, I think India will also soon become a kind of
I
a,
really hope so. I
yeah,
really hope so. Because
to become so easier for people to travel there and go for the hustle and bustle of the daily life. So that
and
way.
as much as I love Mumbai,
Yes,
the only thing which I do not like
the
is the
traffic.
transport, the traffic.
Yes.
But hopefully in a couple of
Agreed.
years,
Yes.
it'll get sorted.
Agreed. And also, ma'am, I have also heard that, when you are in Prague, I mean, normally people, they love as you said, the beautiful scenic beauties and everywhere. So, sometimes people go there and they might forget, while admiring the beauty, what do you think they should feel rather than just view Prague?
You're absolutely right. People come,
Yeah.
they stay for 3 days,
Yes.
they rush through the main sightseeing places,
Right.
and they forget the most beautiful ones, which are hidden.
True.
So if I have this opportunity, I would like to point out one place which I love, and in my opinion is being little bit forgotten by tourists, and it's Vyšehrad. Vyšehrad.
Okay.
Vyšehrad is in Prague.
Okay.
It's a fortress built around 10th century.
Okay.
And inside this fortress, there is a beautiful basilica of St. Peter and St. Paul,
Okay.
as well as a cemetery where the greatest artists, composers, significant people, statesmen are being buried.
Okay.
So it is really beautiful cemetery, I must say, and it's worth visiting.
Wow.
Not mentioning the view
Right.
from this place.
Right.
So Vyšehrad it is.
But that word sounds very similar to an Indian kind of a word. I mean,
Is it?
yes. I mean, I cannot point my finger into it, but yes, that is sounds very familiar kind of thing.
Okay, Hrad.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
second part of the
yes,
word
yes.
means castle.
Castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of the thousands.
Ma'am, when you're talking about the castles, I mean, there are so many castles. I believe the president also lives in one of the famous castle in Czech Republic. So which castle you think people should definitely go and visit, that actually shows the journey of Czech Republic, maybe the history and everything? Just one castle if you could just name.
Oh, that's a tough question. Czechia has 1,600 castles.
Wow, okay.
To name just one, it is
Right.
impossible. Of course, you already mentioned
Right,
Prague Castle,
Right.
which is a must, and it's
Correct.
a number one sightseeing
Correct,
place
right.
in Prague. But if you go to castles outside Prague,
Mhm.
I would recommend Karlstein, which
Okay.
I like very much.
Okay.
And it's named after the King of Bohemia,
Okay.
Charles IV.
Okay.
The second one which I would name is Český Krumlov,
Okay.
which is also second largest number of visitors after the Prague Castle.
Okay.
And it's not far from Prague. It can be done in one day.
Right.
And the third one, which I have to mention because it's from my region where I come from,
Okay.
and it's Litomyšl. It's more like a chateau.
Okay.
But the great Czech composer Bedřich Smetana lived in Litomyšl.
Okay.
And every year, the oldest music festival, Smetana Litomyšl,
Okay.
is being held in this city.
Right. Nice.
So
I'm
I'm sorry, but I had to name 3.
Oh, but that is, I felt, when I was going through, there's so many things that actually Czech Republic does. I mean, say for instance, there is something called a name day. I mean, that is, we celebrate, I mean, I'm sure the audience will agree with me that, we celebrate birthdays when we celebrate one day of the year. Maybe with the Hindu tradition, we do celebrate another day also, according to calendars. But just imagine the name of yours has been printed in a calendar, and people actually go there, wish each other, I mean, for your well-being. That is so amazing. Is it true that you have a name day also in the calendar?
Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely. The calendar has 365 days.
Right.
So it means you have to have 365 names,
Okay.
which, let's say 50 years ago,
Mhm.
was quite difficult to fulfill. But
Right.
nowadays, with the new names coming,
Correct.
some days have even 2 name days.
I
So
was
there are
about to
2
ask
names
that.
per
Yeah,
day.
right.
Because otherwise,
Of course.
people would be unhappy not to
Correct.
celebrate
I was
the
about to
name
ask
day.
that, that the parents wish to use a different name which is not there in the calendar, then how is
No,
the
it's always added, so the name must be in the
Nice.
calendar.
Nice.
I
That
think
is
there
so
are even days
fabulous.
with 3 names.
Wow. Okay.
But it's a nice tradition, nice habit, which for foreigners, I understand, maybe a bit difficult to process.
Mhm.
But getting a flower
Yeah, of
on
course.
your
Who
name
doesn't love
day,
that?
getting a
Yeah.
chocolate,
Yes.
getting a cake, why
Who
not?
won't love that to have
Yes.
it? And ma'am, you mentioned about Bohemian. I mean, for the second castle, you also have a glass culture. I mean, glass is something the students study there about glasses, and there's a famous Bohemian glasses which is very famous in Czech Republic. So, is it always has been the tradition since early? Like,
Yes, it has. We have a great craftsmanship which originated centuries back.
right.
And we had one of the best, if not the best, craftsmanship specialized schools in Europe. And these traditions transfer from family to family, from generation to generation.
Okay.
So it's usually a family business or small business, whether it's glass cutting or glass blowing.
Right.
So glass industry is
Right.
really big in
Right.
Czechia. And these families and these regions keep the knowledge, keep the know-how, keep the technique alive. And they also modernize it nowadays. So you can have traditional glass,
Right.
you can have modern glass,
Right.
because different people like different things. So these are the glass factories which we are very proud of. Design is excellent. We also have design schools.
Okay.
And puppetry, which is something what tourists or people around the world may not know, but we manufacture, we produce beautiful puppets made of wood. And again, it's a heritage, it's great craftsmanship. You really work to the details to make the puppet look almost alive.
You have also puppet theaters, I believe, there a lot.
Yes. And one of the short stories which we show to children every evening is called Spabel and Horvínek.
Okay.
These are 2 puppets
Okay.
which are the most famous, I would say, around the world, not just in Czechia.
Around the world. That's right. Is there any place, ma'am, where people can actually go and visit? Is it any like particular place where you have this puppet theaters where people can?
We have puppet theaters in Prague.
Okay.
So that is quite interesting. What tourists should see.
Right. So, ma'am, tell me, like, Czech Republic has gone through empires, through occupation, through communities, through revolutions. So, how the emotions has been? I mean, as a as a character, as a personality, what is the emotions of Czech Republic people today?
Well, Czechs lived through difficult times,
Right.
for centuries.
Right.
And I believe that difficult times shape strong people.
Agreed.
Extraordinary people.
Agreed.
People who try to make the most of it despite the difficult times. And here I would like to refer to a book which is called good soldier Schweik. Schweik
Okay.
is a surname.
Right.
This book has been translated to almost all languages,
Mm-hmm.
and it features a very unique character, the soldier Schweik,
Okay.
who is a little bit wise, little bit dumb,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit sarcastic, a little bit intelligent, little bit of genius. He plays it the way so that he always gets away with whatever he does.
Okay.
And he's really popular. His character is really popular among Czechs, and we even created a verb,
Mm-hmm.
švejkovat,
Okay.
which means to behave like soldier Schweik,
Okay. All right.
which means
Mm.
to do anything and everything to get out of trouble.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay. All right.
So this is also partly of the character of Czech people. A little
Okay.
bit of Schweik is
Right.
in all of
Right.
us.
Right. Right. That's true. That's true. And in fact, in Hindi, we say this wording. I think it will matches. Jaisa desh vaisa bhesh. We say this. That is basically which place we are. We can behave and we can try to dwell ourselves into the atmosphere, so that make ourselves of comfortable and the other person also. So maybe through the attire, maybe through
Yeah.
our personality. So maybe there's one more commonality between India and Czechia. So
Oh, once when you are at these sayings, I
Yes.
just came across one saying which we say in Czech language, zlaté české ručičky,
okay,
which translate golden Czech hands.
okay,
And I'm referring to that craftsmanship which I was
Right.
mentioning
right.
previously. So Czechs are very creative
Mhm.
and they
Agreed.
love working with their hands.
Right.
So creating designs is in our blood.
Agreed. Agreed. Ma'am, there was something, also not only I feel this, there is something unique about Czech Republic, because since I said it's the heart of Europe, at the same time, most of the currency of the European countries is euros. But Czech Republic is maybe one of the country who has not gone for euros, and they have their own currency, which I know it shows different legacies of different empires, the people. So that is also very different. I mean, that is a nice thing that they are still beholding their power and their culture.
Yeah, we still have Czech crown,
Mm.
though there are discussions.
Okay.
There have been discussions for decades
Okay.
whether to switch to euro, whether to keep the crown.
Right.
As of now,
Still will.
it's still holding.
Right.
I
Right.
don't know what the
I
future
hope it
will
does,
tell
yeah.
us. But yeah, we are in Czech crowns.
And if we talk about the legacy, the culture, the tradition, Velvet Revolution is one of the, the amazing thing which has happened, and that is the most peaceful thing. So if you could just tell a little bit about it.
When the Velvet Revolution happened, I was a student.
Okay.
I was in Brno, the
Mhm.
second largest in Moravia,
Yes.
studying law. And the Velvet Revolution came in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
And it was started by students and
Okay.
dissidents.
Right.
It started in Prague, but very, very quickly it spread into other cities, bigger cities, smaller cities. And within a couple of weeks, it was everywhere. This movement
Mm-hmm.
in the tiniest village in Czechia, in the Czech
Okay.
Republic. That time
Okay.
it was Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
And a very interesting feature of this Velvet Revolution is that it happened peacefully. So transition of power happened non-violently.
Right.
And people were in the streets, in squares, and they used keys.
Okay.
And they were ringing like a
Okay.
bell, having a
Okay.
bell in your hand, but they
Okay.
had keys.
Mm.
And they were ringing like the old government, communist government is
People.
finished. Go away, the new one, democracy
Mm-hmm.
is taking the place.
Nice.
So just the key ringing no other sound. That was the revolution.
Wow. I mean, if we think of it, it's a very small step which they have taken, but see the impact that went beyond.
So we can learn from that.
Yes,
This
of
is a
course.
possibility.
Of
If the
course.
circumstances are right,
Right.
the power can be taken
Surely.
peacefully.
Definitely. And ma'am, if Czechia has given the world like Franz Kafka, Milan Kundera, and Václav Havel. So, how do you think the Czech society has produced such deep thinkers? I mean, if I may say it like this, who was your favorite, or if you have any memories attached with yourself in the childhood with them?
Well, okay. So, yes, we are a small country with 10 million people. And truly, yeah, we produce lots of
Deep
thinkers,
thinkers, yes.
philosophers, writers, composers, painters, actors, sportsmen.
Right.
We are very successful in the rate of successful people.
Correct.
Why is that? That's a difficult answer. I can only say my opinion. And I partly mentioned it. We lived through difficult times.
Right.
The communism was not easy. I was living half of my life in the communist regime, and we were very limited. So I think difficult times may impact the people's minds,
Right.
and they are trying to do their best to oppress the ruling party or the ruling
Right.
person.
Personality. Right.
So that might be one of the aspects why we have so many successful thinkers, philosophers, etc., etc.
Possibly.
And I remember my first encounter with Václav Havel, who became the first democratic president, was in Israel, which was my first mission.
Okay.
And he came for the state visit.
Oh, nice.
So I was around the delegation.
Okay.
And it was a great memory.
Of course, it's an inspirational memory, I'm sure.
So Václav Havel is the one I remember clearly.
Wow. And ma'am, if you want any Indians to, understand Czech through maybe a book or maybe a film, maybe a story, I know it's very difficult to answer, but if that is the case, what do you think, there could be one film or maybe one book, if someone reads through, will get a glimpse of what Czech Republic is all about?
One book. I would probably recommend this Good Soldier Schweik, as I already mentioned.
Yes.
That will give you a little bit of feel of the Czech character. And of course, there are famous ones. Here in India, everybody knows Franz Kafka.
Right.
Everybody knows Milan Kundera.
Yes.
And many people probably read his The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
Right.
So these are the books which tells you about Czech traditions, Czech nature, Czech character, times in which people lived in, what they had to cope with, how they coped with it.
Correct.
So these are the books.
Surely. And definitely read, and definitely I'll ask my viewers also, audience also pursue them to, read the books.
Read the books. Czech language is very difficult, so yeah, you have to read in English.
Yes, of course.
But even in English, it gives you good.
Yeah, of course, it gives them good insight about how the culture is, the tradition is. And ma'am, if we talk about the personality, the people, of course, who are living there, so people have an impression that they're a little reserved at first, and then slowly when you meet them, when you talk to them, when you maybe go to the family, meet their community, they slowly open up. So can you tell us a little bit about it? I mean, how is the people about Czech Republic are? I mean, of course, I have met you, and you have been, you are a very kind of a woman who knows things, who knows when to pause, when to talk, a very sophisticated way, in a very not very loud, but yes, at the same time you're very kind at heart. You take care of others' feelings. So that shows, that maturity. Of course, people have, but if I have to just put it down in few sentences, how do you could say that?
First, thank you for your compliments. And yeah, you said it. Czech people are a little bit reserved. They need a little bit of private space.
Yes.
If they do not know you,
Mm-hmm.
or if you are a foreigner,
Right.
they are reserved.
Okay.
They need to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very curious.
Right. Okay.
So they figure it out. Once they figure it out, they open up. It's like a flower.
Right.
First they are closed,
Right.
and then they open up.
Right.
So they could be very hospitable.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's a similarity between Czech and Indian
Yes,
people.
of course.
Because here in India, the hospitality is
Enormous.
to the top level.
Exactly.
Amazing, I
Right.
must say.
Right.
Czech people are not as hospitable, slightly less,
Right.
just slightly.
Right.
But they can do anything and everything for a foreigner. Once they like him or like her,
Mm-hmm.
they open up. They are very friendly. They are smiling.
Mm-hmm.
They want to show you around.
Right.
They offer
Right.
all kinds of things and
Okay.
services.
Nice.
They want to advise you
Mm-hmm.
what to do the best, where to go.
Okay.
They want you to avoid these restaurants for foreigners only. They want
Okay.
you to go to the local
Oh,
restaurants,
nice.
to
Okay.
local pubs, which are
Okay.
sometimes much better than
Mhm.
the overpriced ones for
Right.
the foreigners.
Right.
So they have good heart,
Mm-hmm.
and they are trying to make life for foreigners in Czechia very nice and easy.
Right.
So
right,
very
right.
helpful they can be.
Definitely. I mean, honestly, I haven't met, unfortunately, with more Czechians. But yes, I have met people in the office. I have met people. So everyone feels little, starting. But yeah, once you are talking to them, just try to. Now, when you say or me all this, I can actually connect the dots and I can, imagine, okay.
It
So,
takes a
yeah,
little bit of
little
time, but as
but
I said, they are very
yes,
curious,
yes,
which is a
yes,
good
yes.
thing.
Good thing, yeah.
And once they
definitely.
find out where they stand,
Right.
they are
all
ready
yours.
to do what they can.
That's amazing. Well, you mentioned of the pub thing, ma'am. So, I mean, in pub, of course, here also we have in India multiple pubs, discos and all. So, beer, of course, it's one of the fabulous thing. So, I mean, that is also used in pubs and all. But the beer culture in Czechia is very different than other countries. So, can you just tell us a little bit about it?
Beer culture. Yeah, beer culture. I would even say beer diplomacy.
Yes.
But the thing is that beer just brings people together.
Right.
Czechia is a huge producer of
Right.
beer.
Right.
We grow hops,
Mm-hmm.
which is necessary to make beer. We are one of the famous brands manufactured, brewed
Right.
in Czechia and distributed all over the world.
Correct.
On top of that, we have niche microbreweries around the country. And people took it to a different level, another level. They just make tours, they organize tours around these microbreweries.
Okay.
So it's a nice thing because you travel, you meet people, you sit with different people, you talk to different people, you learn new things, and you
Right.
drink beer, you taste different kinds of beer,
Correct.
and it's an experience.
Of course.
So I would say that beer simply shapes Czech character.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
it's a strong, we cannot imagine life
Okay.
without pubs and without beer.
In
We are also
fact-
the biggest, sorry to interrupt, we
Yes,
are also
yes.
the biggest drinkers in the world, number one,
Okay.
beer drinkers.
Okay.
Now it's switching a little bit towards wine because
Correct.
the wineries are
I was
there.
about to ask you that.
But
how
beer
about
is
wine?
number one. It's still winning.
That's nice.
And I love beer.
And I believe, is there any particular beer you feel that people should go and, taste it? Any particular kind or any particular thing you feel like?
Pilsner. I would definitely recommend Pilsner.
Okay.
That's number one,
Number one. Okay.
being exported
Okay.
around the world.
Okay.
You can buy it in many countries,
Mm-hmm.
but in the Czech Republic, Pilsner is on tap,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have
As much as you
as
can.
much as you want anywhere you go.
Right, right. If you're talking about drinks, ma'am, tell me about the cuisine. I mean, what do you feel the best food could be in Czech? Whether people should go there and should taste it.
What goes with beer? Oily food.
Right.
We eat lots of pork. We are
Okay.
pork eaters.
Okay.
So the traditional Czech dish is knedlo vepřo zelo,
Mm-hmm.
which means dumplings,
Okay.
pork,
Okay.
and sauerkraut.
What that means? It's kind of
So it's baked pork,
okay.
typical Czech dumplings,
Okay.
which you have to see and taste
Okay.
to know what it is,
Okay.
and sauerkraut.
Okay.
Sauerkraut, it's
The white cream or something?
no, it's a vegetable.
Oh, okay. All
It's a
right.
vegetable.
Okay.
Cooked in a different way,
Okay.
and it goes really well with the pork.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
beer is just a must. Once you have this dish, you have to have beer.
Of course.
And then, of course, we have other dishes. We
Dishes.
even eat sweet
Okay.
dishes as a main,
Mm-hmm.
which is really difficult to understand for foreigners. How can you have sweet dish as your main?
Mm.
But yeah, we have strawberry dumplings,
Okay.
blueberry dumplings with lots of sugar and ghee.
You have ghee there?
Of course, we
Wow.
have ghee,
Okay.
and people love it.
Mm-hmm.
A
Nice.
very unhealthy cuisine.
Okay.
Not much vegetable. This is traditional, typical Czech cuisine. Of course, you can have any other dishes, many of them, lighter versions, healthier versions.
Right.
Nowadays, the new generation is lots of vegetable, fish,
Correct.
chicken. There is a huge influence of Vietnamese cuisine
Correct.
because we have Vietnamese
Right.
population in
yeah.
Czechia. Thai cuisine, people travel, they want to eat the same food as they
Right.
experience
Right.
abroad.
Right.
Thai cuisine, Japanese cuisine, Mexican cuisine. So
Okay.
options are just
Endless.
endless.
Agreed. So, ma'am, just tell me, like, I mean, you talked about so much about the food part. Of course, beer we spoke. I mean, when we are talking about drinks, food, I can't stop myself to ask you that, since I'm a vegetarian, I'm sure many of our audience are. So, what do you think for a vegetarian dish? Which one do you prefer? I mean, if someone goes there, will it be only the sweet dish or you will have options?
No, we have lots of options. Many Czech people are vegetarians
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
So we love cooking dal
Mm-hmm.
and we eat hummus.
Okay.
How do you say it in Hindi? Chana?
Chana, huh?
Yes, chana. So we eat chana, we
Okay.
eat dal,
Okay.
we eat lots of salads
Mm-hmm.
made of lettuce, eggs,
Okay.
tomatoes,
Okay.
cucumber, cheese.
Okay.
We can have something, or you can have something called fried cheese,
Okay.
which is deeply fried, triple coated
Mm-hmm.
cheese.
All right. All right.
Vegetarian dish to some extent,
Wow.
but highly unhealthy.
Of course.
Lots of oil in it,
Lots of oil,
but
actually.
tasty.
Yes. And of course, you were mentioning me about chole bhature, which is, I'm sure, every next Indian's favorite. So you have tasted it. So did that remind you of,
when I came to Mumbai once,
Yeah.
I was taken to a restaurant,
right?
and to my surprise, I got served bhature,
Mm-hmm.
which is exactly the same thing as langos.
Okay.
Langos is Hungarian origin, but
Okay.
widely spread in
Okay.
Czechia, and
Okay.
Czech people love it. And you
Okay.
can eat langos with ketchup, with garlic on it, with cheese on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same dough, same way of preparation,
Right.
fried,
Right.
and very tasty. So I was eating it
Mhm.
here in Mumbai,
And
I
you
was
got a
like,
nostalgic
this
impact.
is exactly the same thing.
Wow.
So I was shocked and pleased at the same time.
But I hope it will be little less spicier in your country.
Yes, spicy, spicy level of course
Yes,
is
of course.
much less than
Yeah.
I struggle with that.
Right, I can
I am not a
imagine.
spicy person, but
Right.
I try to have less spice wherever I go.
Agreed. Okay, I mean, so much. I mean, I think like Indian and Czechia have so much in common. I mean, in India, we do a lot of celebrations. We take sweets for each other whenever we visit our neighbors, family, friends, and all. And I believe sweets are something very important for you also. I mean, rather than you have celebrations also, I just heard of a celebration which you do in the month of December when you wear sweaters, but not the normal sweaters. You wear different type of sweaters, which are, they were saying it's ugly sweaters, which you don't wear, just that, for funny activities you wear that. Do you celebrate these kind of activities also?
I think you mean Christmas period.
Possibly. There are like
And
sweaters.
people wear red sweaters with deer on it.
Yes, not that. There was one somewhere I saw that that people wear the weirdest of weirdest sweaters. They celebrate that particular day also. It's in somewhere in 5th of December.
Oh, 5th of December, then
Yes.
it's
And they also decorate themselves as devils and angels like that.
If it's 5th of December,
Yes.
it's a day when in the evening the devil,
Yes.
the angel,
Correct.
and the Saint Nicholas
Correct.
go out to
Right.
visit children,
Right.
and based on the behavior of the
Reprimand them
child,
playfully and all.
you've been either good, then you
Yes.
get some sweets, or
Right.
you've been bad, you
Right.
behaved badly, and then you get a piece of black coal.
Black
Coal.
coal.
Yeah, you use it for heating.
Yeah,
the
okay.
coal.
Okay.
Just a small piece of this black coal.
Okay.
So this is the tradition.
Oh, wow. I mean, that sounded very fascinating for me actually, I mean, that is something very different.
Yeah, that's a unique.
Yeah,
that's a
unique thing actually.
Celebration.
Correct. And ma'am, you mentioned about Moravia. I mean, of course, Prague has its own gesture, Prague has its own beauty. But Moravia has also been very emotionally attached. I mean, it has its own strong identity. So, if you could just tell me that, how Moravia has added to the larger personality of Czech Republic.
Moravia is a region, South Moravia and North Moravia.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, since South Moravia has vineyards,
Okay.
and wine cellars,
Mhm.
is more appealing to me
Right.
than northern part.
Right.
And people have their own habits.
Mm-hmm.
They celebrate with their identity clothes, beautiful clothes they wear for certain celebrations.
Right.
They bake special pastries,
Mhm.
special pies,
Mm-hmm.
which Czech people love
Okay.
to eat. And of course, everything is revolving around wine tasting
Mm-hmm.
and these wine cellars.
Okay.
And I would say that Moravia complements Bohemia,
Mm-hmm.
and Bohemia complements Moravia. So
okay.
each is slightly different,
Okay.
but they complement each other.
other. Nice.
Different habits, different
Correct.
tradition.
Right.
Even the slang, the language is slightly different. Some
Okay.
words are unique. Czech
Mhm.
people who hear it for the
For
very
first
first
time.
time do not understand.
Okay.
Like, for example, in South Moravia, in Brno,
Mhm.
people call the dam
Mhm.
přehrada.
Okay.
In Czech language, it is přehrada, but in Moravian slang, Brno city slang, it is prigl.
Okay. Vast difference.
Vast difference.
Yeah, actually.
So if you hear it for the first time,
they cannot even.
you cannot understand.
That's nice. I mean, I feel that's very similar to India. I mean, in India we have multiple languages. I mean, multiple states have different culture, their tradition and all. So if you go to northern like India, the southern India will not be able to, communicate directly. Same goes with the northern India too. So I believe the same happens.
No. This is very far from that. We understand each other
Right,
perfectly.
okay.
And Czech language
Okay.
is the same, but
Okay.
there is just a few words,
Few words. Okay. Okay. I got
which are
it.
typical for that region. So people
Okay.
use it. People use
Nice.
it.
Okay. Then it's fine.
Yes.
And ma'am, if Indians would like to, make an itinerary and go to Czech Republic for the next holiday destination, so what do you feel? How many days should they go for? And what will be the minimum kind of a stay which will be enough for them to get a feel of Czech Republic?
I would say at least 4 days
Okay.
they should spend in Czechia.
Okay.
They should take 2 days in Prague.
Mm-hmm.
1 day they should travel to one of the castles,
Okay.
either Český Krumlov or Karlštejn.
Okay.
And 1 day, Moravia.
I was about to ask that. Okay.
So maybe
Nice.
6 days,
Approx a week.
5 days, 6
Okay.
days.
Okay.
It really depends on how much you want to see, how much you want to explore.
Agreed.
Whether you are first time traveler or
Agreed.
whether it is your second time, you can skip Prague, you've already seen it. So it varies, but I really 4 days to do at least one different city
Correct.
from Prague.
Correct, of course. That is mandate. And ma'am, what do you feel that people should actually go? What do you recommend them? I mean, the scenic beauty it's not out of question. I mean, of course, Prague is beautiful. Of course, you told about Moravia. But what about that one thing which you feel people should go there not to witness Czech Republic, but also get a feel of it? Where should they go? There should be one place maybe where, they can just feel.
Perhaps to get a little bit of feel
Yeah.
who we are,
Right.
I would recommend 3 places.
Oh, okay.
All 3 are in Prague, so it's
Okay.
easy to do.
Okay.
The first one would be Strahov Monastery
Okay.
and the library.
Okay.
There is a beautiful library inside
Yes.
of this Strahov
Yes,
Monastery
yes.
with lots of history.
Correct.
The second thing they might do is going to a national theater
Okay.
to see a play,
Okay.
Czech play
Mhm.
or ballet.
Okay.
So experience Prague, experience Czechia through emotions.
Right.
And the third thing I would recommend is the National Museum.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they can see the whole history from A to Z.
Nice.
So just walk through all the expositions and they will learn a lot. And it's a beautiful building. Actually,
course.
all 3 buildings are
Right.
exceptional.
Right.
Architecture is just stunning.
Talking about architecture, I heard a very different story. I don't know how true it is. So I heard that their early ages that there was a law that people can't keep more windows in their buildings, and they have to pay tax for it if they build a lot of windows in it. Is it true? And there is one building in Prague which has now, so people for coming out of the tax thing, they used to make fake windows. They used to paint their exterior of the house as a fake windows. And there's one house still in Prague which is made like that with fake windows. There's no windows actually. They have maintained it like that. Now that law is not there, nothing like that kind of restriction is there. But yeah, that was something, still people go and witness. Is it true? It's like one of the very small kind of facts which I found.
Once you found it as a fact, it must be true. But I would have to ask Google about it.
Definitely. I'll show the picture to you. It looks very fascinating. I mean, they have colored it in a way.
I will look it up.
Yeah, it shows fake glasses and all. So that's nice. And ma'am, of course, we will talk about, whenever we talk about a country, we talk about the soft power. And soft power, when we talk about films, we talk about, culture exchange. So what do you feel? Of course, they have so many destinations in Czech Republic. But what do you feel if there is an international producer who'd like to go, like from India or any other country? Which place do you feel will be a visually powerful place for cinema to be shot?
Okay. Of course, it all depends what kind of shooting, what kind of movie you are
Maybe for the scenic
producing.
beauty.
But the fact is that Czechia is very well known for its film industry. We are really good at filming.
Right.
We are giving great movies to the world. We are winning Oscars. We have 3 Oscar-winning movies,
Right.
which again, for a small country, it's a great
Of course,
achievement.
achievement, yes.
We have animation school, which is one of its kind.
Right.
And when it comes to shooting a movie in Czechia, I would say we have both. We have historical places. We have modern places.
Okay.
We have very skilled people. We have skilled film crews,
Okay.
which can help. We even provide incentives. So locations might become cheaper than in any other European country
Yes.
for shooting.
Right.
So, and we have really great infrastructure. So
Okay.
these are the benefits for which many foreign crews
They go
are
there.
coming. They go there, they shoot the movie, and then you can see beauty of Prague.
Yeah,
It's
of course.
mostly shot in Prague.
Right.
The locations are all the castles. All the
Okay.
castles.
Okay.
If the castle plays important role, then it's done out of Prague partly. But in many movies you can see Prague panorama. And I remember there is a movie, Rockstar, Indian movie,
Yes.
where you can see the Charles Bridge, where you can
Yes.
see the Prague castle,
Correct.
the whole panorama. You
Correct.
can see the churches.
Mm-hmm.
So Prague is there.
Right.
It's one of few, I believe. There are more.
Yeah, there are more. There are many actually.
Many.
And there is a small Paris also, and there is a place you call it as a Paris in Prague. I mean, there's one small place which they actually say is a Paris of of Czech Republic.
Could be around that. There is a French embassy located in that area, if that's what you mean.
Yes.
Yes.
That entire beauty, the scenic beauty, was very beautiful. And the bridge one side, the tower one side, and the beautiful city.
And the river.
And of course, the river. Yes.
Once there is a river in the city, I say it gives its charm.
Correct.
The river is, it brings the city to a different level.
It kind of breathe, it makes it lively.
Yes.
Also, so how do you say that, how should we travel there? I mean, of course, you have great transport system, but I also saw that you have a kind of a cycle which have very flat, fat kind of a tires, which people normally use it to, go around. And normal people watch it through walking, they, see the scenic beauty. Some people actually use those kind of a scooty. They hire them for a few hours, and you have a great tourism there who supports all kind of tours, give them different kind of tours. Maybe, one of my friends, she visited and she could see Prague in a day. I mean, she actually visited from the Charles Bridge to the entire thing. She covered it in just one day, just riding that scooty. So that beautiful it was.
In my opinion, the best way to explore Prague is by foot. Just walk. Just walk, because once you walk, you notice things which you wouldn't be able to see if you're on a scooty or if you're on a bike or if you are on a bus. You may miss it, and you can stop anytime, and you can have a little bit of coffee here, beer over there, and you rest, you relax, you eat, and you continue, and the whole day goes by foot like this.
Agreed. So, ma'am, if we kind of say that, India and Czechia has so much things in common, maybe the culture, maybe a little bit of tradition, family bonds. So where do you see, in your opinion, in the long run, where do you see a, kind of a synergy between India and Czechia?
There has been lots of synergy historically.
Right.
In 1920 and 1930, so twice, Rabindranath Tagore came to Prague to visit the Indian Nobel laureate for literature.
Right.
And he met Czech writers and Czech Literature Association. And that was the start. And after that, in 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru expressed his solidarity with Czechoslovakia, starting to fight the Nazism. And he even came to Prague in person in August 1938.
Okay.
So it meant a lot for Czech politicians, Czechoslovak at that
Of
time
course, yes.
politicians, to see this support
Right.
from him.
Right.
And of course, I have to mention Mahatma Gandhi. His philosophical thoughts and principles and way of life is still part of history of Czech history textbooks.
Right.
So students studying history learn from that. And I think even Indians look up to him and admire him for his principles and thoughts he gave to the world.
Right.
So this was long time ago,
Right.
but we have people-to-people exchange
Right.
nowadays.
Right.
We have Indian students coming to study at Czech universities.
You have one of the biggest university, Charles University.
Charles University, again
Right.
named after the King of Bohemia,
Correct. Correct.
Charles IV.
Correct. Yeah.
So Charles University and Charles Bridge,
Right.
built in 14th century. So Indian students are coming to study medicine
Right.
and technical colleges.
Correct.
And of course, film, art, design,
Right.
animation.
Right.
These are the major subjects Indians come for. These are the long-term people who stay long-term.
Right.
And after studying, they even stay to work. They like Czech way of living.
Correct.
And they just decide to stay in Czechia
For a longer time.
temporarily, longer period of time.
Nice.
And then, of course, tourists. This
Correct.
consulate, the Czech Consulate General,
Right.
was established and reopened from two reasons.
Okay.
One is to support tourism, people-to-people
Right.
exchange,
Right.
cultural exchange, and of course doing business.
Exactly.
Because again, historically, we were very much connected through business.
Right.
During 50s, 60s, 70s, there were lots of Czech companies, Czechoslovak companies around India, focusing mostly on heavy machinery, coal mining, railways, engines, turbines.
Okay.
So Czechia is very well known to India. So we have really strong pillars to build on. We have products.
Right.
One of the pillars.
Right.
Bata shoes. Bata is Czechoslovak company, originated in Moravia.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Okay.
in 1894. So Thomas Bata, the founder, established Bata Shoe Company, and in 1930 he came to Kolkata to start manufacturing shoes in India.
Okay.
So for generations, Indians wear chappals, which are Bata chappals, Czech shoes.
Okay.
Not everybody knows that.
Yeah, actually. In fact,
So Java motorcycle, another thing which is common to Czechia and India. Started in Czechoslovakia, now it was kind of reinvented by Indians. So Java motorcycle is very common. So we have products, we have people, and we have this historical bridges, connections between politicians and thinkers.
Right.
So we have something to build on, and we are doing it. We've been doing that. We've been doing that.
Correct. Correct. Also, ma'am, tell me, like, of course, AI is something which, I mean, everyone is using these days, artificial intelligence. I mean, that is something which has been like a second thing to, reflect upon. If you have a doubt, I mean, the youngsters are scrolling on the chat GPT. It's actually helping us in a way. We have so many else. We have Claude, we have other different aspects. So the term robot was actually coined by the writer Karel Capek. So just imagine if he was alive today and if he could witness that, who knew that in the 19th century, that robot, the word which we are using so extensively today, what do you think if he was alive today? What would have been his feelings after seeing the artificial intelligence which we have today?
You're right. In 1920, Karel Čapek
Yes,
invented the word robot in
correct.
his science fiction play
Right.
called R.U.R.
Hmm.
What he would think nowadays when he was alive, I think he would be one amazed
Of
that
course.
something what he was thinking about and created, invented 100 years ago
Right.
is really in place.
Right.
And I think he would be scared.
Okay.
He would be scared that, what are we going to go
Correct.
to? What is
Right.
the next level?
Right.
So AI is very powerful.
True.
It can help to some extent,
Hmm.
but it's also a scary thing because if it's
Agreed.
not controlled,
It
it may
should
get
be.
out of hands.
Yes.
And it's really difficult to control it
Agreed.
and not to misuse it.
Correct. I mean, you should have the control and not AI should have the control on you.
Mm.
That should be a very
We
kind of
can
a,
only hope
yes.
this will go this way.
Yes. Right. Okay, ma'am. So we are in the very important and very interesting stage of our conversation. And actually, we have few rapid fire questions which we normally ask our guest. So I have few
Okay.
questions for you. Maybe in a one word or maybe, one liner, you might answer it. So let's see. So as I'm sure many of this you might have told, but I'll still try. So which famous global brand or invention or everyday object has Czech origins that most people don't know about?
Oh, I
The
already
butter.
mentioned it. Yes,
butter?
butter shoes.
Yes.
Butter shoes.
Except that, do you think anything else?
I would add two more.
Oh, okay.
Skoda cars.
Yes.
Again,
yes,
Czech
yes.
brand,
Correct.
and it's very popular in
Of
India.
course.
And the third one, which I'm sure nobody knows,
Okay.
contact lenses.
Okay. All right.
Contact lenses
Hmm.
were invented
Mm-hmm.
by Czechoslovak scientist and inventor
Okay.
Otto Wichterle
Oh, I see. Okay.
in 70s. 70s, 80s, he came up with this soft contact lenses.
Okay. All right.
So that's amazing thing. Another thinker
Yeah, I don't
and
think
inventor.
any of our audience.
And you
would know.
mentioned the sugar at the very beginning of the
Yes,
show,
sugar
so I'm not
cubes.
going to repeat.
Yes, right. Okay, so which Czech personality from history would you most like to have dinner with? And
Oh,
why?
I've mentioned him a couple of times
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Charles IV,
Yes.
the king
The
of
king of
Bohemia. And why? He was very well known for his diplomatic skills.
Okay.
So one would learn something from
Right,
him.
right,
So that
right.
is the reason.
Nice. Okay, so which Czech word is impossible to translate perfectly into English?
Many Czech words are very difficult to translate into English. Czech is very difficult language with almost impossible grammar, but I know of one word, červánky.
Okay.
Červánky means the pinkish, reddish, yellowish glow which comes after the sunset.
Okay.
So it's really difficult to translate in one word.
The exact meaning
To
of
get the exact meaning and the emotions.
correct.
So červánky.
Okay. So also we have discussed about one of the celebration which is a little unusual about the 5th December one, which is something, I mean, we have never heard about it. Do you think there's some other festival which is very unusual but Czechians actually, celebrate it?
Have you ever heard of burning of witches?
Oh no. Sounds
Burning of
scary.
witches, 30th of April.
Okay.
We make small bonfires, we jump through it.
Okay.
And
Jump
it's
through it.
through it.
Okay.
And we burn artificial witches made of cloth.
Okay.
And it means we are saying goodbye to winter.
Okay.
And we are welcoming spring. So burning of the witches, and then Easter holiday, when boys whip the girls
Okay.
with a stick.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of
So it's a scary thought, kind
okay.
of.
Okay.
I don't like this holiday at all, but
Okay.
it's a part of the culture.
Ah, okay. And so I heard this is a little strange, but there is some bridge, and they say that there's some time of the year, if you walk over, if there is a guy who walks over the bridge, and if they could find one girl, they could have the access to kiss that girl. Is there something like that? There's some story.
Kissing the
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
I know a different story. 1st of May, you
Yeah, I
go
think so.
under the tree, the
Okay.
cherry tree,
Okay.
and you kiss the girl
Yeah.
for her good health and
Okay.
not to keep the relationship.
Okay.
So you kiss under the tree.
So that is a kissing day kind of in Czech Republic? Kind of. Okay.
Yes.
That sounds nice. Okay, now this is amazing. Which place in Czechia feels the most mysterious as well as legendary?
Oh.
Mm.
Okay, there is one place in Prague
Okay.
called Devil's Canal.
Okay.
It's a dark, wet, small
Okay.
place in Kampa,
Okay.
which can be scary at night.
Okay.
And out of Prague, there is one place I have to mention. It's Kutná Hora Bone Church. Kutná Hora is a city,
Okay.
and there is a bone church.
Mm-hmm.
Interior of this church is entirely made of human bones,
Oh.
skeletons, human bones.
Okay.
Really scary to be inside.
So they give access to both?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really accessible. I was there a few years back as a tourist.
Okay.
It's a
Alright.
really strange feeling being inside.
True.
Just bones everywhere, human bones.
Yeah. Sounds very scary. Okay, all right. So, and if Czechia had a national superpower, what would it be?
I also mentioned it, kind of, yeah. This is the soft power, which
Okay.
I would like Czechia has, and I think Czechia has it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the film industry, because through film industry we can share movies with
Right.
the world. We
Right.
can learn, the
Right.
world can learn, and it gives you new perspective
Agreed.
on looking at things,
Right.
and you don't have to travel so far to get the feel of a different country.
Agreed. I mean, I always felt that film, cinema, this is one way of communication where you don't even understand maybe the language, but you can always understand the emotions behind that language. I mean, that actually, encapsulates your feeling for the other country. So,
Exactly.
right. Okay, so with this, which Czech habit would shock first-time visitors the most? I mean, you have to say that.
I'm not sure if it would shock the Indians, but the rest of the world is quite shocked by the fact that Czech people remove their shoes before entering the house.
Okay.
I know that in India
we
you
also
do the
that.
same thing, so
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
another
it's a
commonality.
Yes.
But for the rest of the world, it's unusual. We do that strictly. And then we have a habit of, it's not a habit, it's more like a hobby, mushroom picking.
Okay.
So once a year, the whole family goes to the forest and they pick mushrooms.
Okay.
They bring the mushrooms home, they clean it, they cut it, they eat it, they dry it, use it in winter, or they preserve it.
Okay.
And they eat it throughout the year till the next season comes. Mushroom picking is very unique in Czechia.
Okay, nice. And which one thing every Czech child grows up knowing that the rest of the world probably doesn't?
Oh yeah, Czech kids love a character called the little mole. As we say.
Okay.
We say krteček. It's an animated character
Okay.
which Czech children just love.
Okay.
And every evening before kids go to sleep, there is a 10-minute show which is called Večerníček.
Okay.
It's like evening storytelling for good night. And Krteček is one of those, the little mole, one
Okay.
of those
Okay.
short stories.
Okay, nice. That sounds interesting.
And very cute.
Okay. And if you would like to watch it, is it available in YouTube or
Yes,
something?
yes, yes, 100%.
Nice, 100%.
Recommended.
Yes. Okay, so if you could preserve only one Czech tradition for the next 500 years, which one do you think you would?
Which one do you think it would be?
Now you have many actually. I can't.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I would keep the beer festivals going.
Okay.
As I already said, it's a tradition,
Right.
part of the Czech lives.
Correct. Correct.
Czech beer festivals.
In fact, if I'm talking about people and accustoming the Western tradition, there was a time where early times the woman used to wear fashionable clothes. I mean, Czechias have never been kind of there are some countries who doesn't like to wear fashionable clothes maybe, but Czechia has always been open to this kind of a tradition. They do wear fashionable clothes, they try different type of clothes. Is it true? I mean,
I think so. And I remember when I was a child or teenager, it was communist time and nothing much was available. And we had to make everything at home. So we were stitching, we were sewing clothes, sweaters,
Right,
pants.
right.
We used designs which we created ourselves based on what we saw on television.
Okay.
And my mom, my grandma, they were making all these clothes so
Okay.
that we look appealing,
Okay.
we look nice, we look
Nice.
modern, because in supermarkets there was just one type of
Clothing.
blouse and one type of and everybody looked the same.
True.
So we try to, and this is the creativity.
Right.
Again,
Right,
we are
right,
going
right,
to the
right,
same
right,
discussion.
Right, actually.
The Czech people,
True. That we
make
have already
designs.
discussed that,
Yeah.
that you have a very different set of skill sets, different types of, I mean, you love, craftsmanship and all. So tell me, ma'am, if I could say this, what is that one secret which the guidebook doesn't tell about Czech people, but it is true?
secret about Czech people,
Yeah.
that they are hospitable, they are smiling, they are friendly after knowing the foreigner.
But you need to just knock the right door.
You have to knock the right door and you have to be a nice person. Then the other person is nice as well.
That is so nice of you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, before we
Thank you
end
for
this,
having me. It
thank
was a
you.
pleasure.
Pleasure was all mine. I'm sure the audience had loved and know a part of, a small part of maybe I can say of Czech Republic today. And next time when they plan of their holidays, I'm sure they're going to plan our Czech Republic.
So now we will have lots of clients.
Yes. Okay, so I have a small token of love for you from our side.
Oh,
So
this is beautiful.
Yeah, we thought we'll just make a small kind of thing.
This is so nice. Thank you very much. Wow, this is great. Very, very beautiful. Living blueprint.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Jayita. It will have a special place in my office.
Thank you so much. Pleasure will be
New
all mine.
decoration. Thank you very much. It's so sweet.
So I try to make Mumbai, and we
Yes.
have.
Yes.
Of course, I wanted to ask you this: that we have you have your flag. I mean, your flag also says. I mean, everyone loves their own flag. I mean,
Yeah.
India, we cannot see the flag lying down. But if you see in Czech Republic, also your flag shows there's a triangle, and there's a white and red. So that also, I believe, has a story. I mean, for the flag also. This one, which completes.
Yeah, the colors.
Yeah, the colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this also, I mean, they were saying that, this also has a story. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, so ma'am, with this, I mean, this podcast has been named as the Living Blueprint. The only idea behind doing this podcast was that, we all are human beings. We all try to, get inspiration from someone or other and try to, as you said, that hard times make the best souls. So, we get inspirations, and with this inspiration, we aspire to become someone. So that could be our maybe some mentor, it could be our teacher, it could be anyone actually. And these podcasts right now, which we are doing, is actually we are exploring countries, because countries are also being lived by the people there. And we thought, why not, have the Living Blueprint as a podcast where we could meet the consul generals and actually, understand that particular country through your eyes. Because today you are here, but yesterday you were the little girl, maybe living in that dreamland which always we hear about. So I just wanted to understand from you that, when your tenure gets over in India and you move back to some other country, so what do you think that, people should remember as your blueprint?
Well, that we reopened
Mhm.
the consulate,
Mhm.
that it was a great achievement to be here and to connect with India,
Right.
to build on our relationship,
Right.
to take it to another level,
Mhm.
to make Czechia known
Mhm.
to Indians even
Mhm.
more than it
Mhm.
used to be, and to represent
Okay.
Czechia
Mhm.
and show Indians to India that Czechia is welcoming country.
Right.
We are here to bring Indians to Czechia. We are here to do business with Indian companies, and hopefully it will work.
Definitely. I'm sure the type of work you're doing, and you're doing so much, I mean, to promote Czech Republic here in Mumbai. And of course, people are now starting to know more about it. You're doing multiple events, you're doing multiple things, and you are doing a lot of, and that shows through your work. So it shows a lot of inspiration for me also, because, as I told you earlier, that I feel a lot of, respect and admiration when a woman is sitting in front of me and she is in a powerful. So I always have that feeling, if she can, why can't I? So, that gives an inspiration to, I am sure, many of our young girls there, that who will inspire by seeing you today, because you have been almost 30 glorious years. That is not easy to have, and distinguished. I mean, that is each place you have, kind of shown the flag that, this is what I have done, my victory. So kudos to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a complete pleasure to have you, and it was great to know about this such a dreamland, which I could call Czech Republic.
So you are most welcome to visit Czechia.
Definitely, definitely. I'll definitely plan that.
And I
I'm
really
sure.
hope this helps to promote
Yes.
Czechia.
Yes, I'm sure.
Small step
Yes, a
has
small
been
step
done.
maybe.
Yeah, and
correct.
that's why I am here. The
Definitely.
consulate is here to
Definitely.
promote.
Definitely.
Thank you very
so
much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for, for witnessing this beautiful episode. I'm sure you'd have loved it. But if you have, please do let us know through the comments so that we understand that we are doing a good job. By the way, this particular episode was on Czech Republic. Stay tuned for more such episodes. But till then, stay tuned, take care of yourself, of your beloved ones, and of course, what I would request you, that there are so many knowledge acquisitions around, but try to do have some knowledge applications also. So next time, make an itinerary, go for a trip with your family and friends, and enjoy the day. Thank you so much. This is Jayita Ghosh signing off for the day. Namaste. Every conversation leaves behind a memory to reflect upon, and every reflection becomes a part of our living blueprint. Well, this was one of such conversation which happened. For many more conversation in future. So stay tuned for more such conversation, more people, more voices, and more to know about their blueprint.